Because if there's one more thing YouTube needed right now, it's another video on Daytona. With the Rolex 24 at Daytona taking place this weekend, I thought I would rather predictably jump on the bandwagon and do my very own mini endurance race. Of course, 24 hours would be a bit of an effort to do solo, not to mention the fact that it would actually take about 2 weeks to upload the video on my current internet connection. Incredibly though, there are people who have actually done a 24-hour stint by themselves for charity in the most recent iRacing Daytona 24. However, today I'll be attempting something a little bit more reasonable. I'll be driving the Oreca 07 LMP2 car in this 48-minute race. Well, why 48 minutes? Well, if you run the time acceleration at 30 speed, you actually get to go through a full day-night cycle throughout the course of the race, as well as being in the faster class car for a change instead of my usual GTEs, which should make for quite an interesting challenge. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, don't forget to like and comment, and as always, if you want to see more, please subscribe.
P2, the track temp is 29 Celsius. Okay Dan, get ready.
Okay, so here we are at Daytona, driving the Oreca 07 car for the very first time, LMP2, bit of a change from my usual GTE cars. Starting, second position out of a field of 7 cars. The pretty historic Daytona Road Course. Obviously the real life 24-hour race taking place this weekend. We are behind the safety car, waiting for it to pull into pits, and to get the green flag. Waiting. Safety car speed is 95k. Seems so slow. We're about to go green at any time. Finger hovering over the limiter.
Safety car's just left. Allow the safety car to pass.
There we go. We're away.
Left side there's a car. Hold your line. You're clear on the left. There's a guy on your left.
Ooh.
He's still there.
Got done into turn 1 there slightly.
He's still there. You are clear on the left.
Here we go. Give up the positions.
On your left. You are clear on the left.
Bit of a dive bomb there.
Car right. Right side's clear.
Cold brakes. Sorry mate, not intentional. But we are away.
Right side.
Oh, he's going to return the favour and dive bomb us back. Not today, mister.
Your start's okay, we can build something from this. Yellow flag, caution.
This is definitely a circuit of 2 halves.
We think that Nino has binned it, sector 1 is clear.
There's the tricky, tight infield section. And then there's a second section which uses the incredibly steep banking and long straights of the oval part of the circuit. And there's the bus stop. Very easy to overcook it. Make it through alright in the first lap. And as long as you stay relatively close to the cars ahead in the infield, you can stick with them on the straights because of the slipstream, which will very much keep us in contention today, I think. So closely matched on the pace with the leaders, but there is the first lap done.
The gap ahead is now 0.8. P3, the gap to Alex behind is now 0.7.
Oh, a bit of a wiggle on the rear there. These LMP2 cars are so different to drive than the GTEs. So much more grip than you think you've got. Incredible amounts of downforce. Usually used to driving the BMW M8 and watching these LMP2 cars zip right past us. But now, boots on the other foot. We are the fast ones.
Your water temperature looks quite high.
Now there's a message I've not heard too often. Obviously when we start getting up to speed on the back section, get more air into the radiators, does cool the car down slightly, although we are running in the dirty air of the cars ahead of us, which is going to heat the car up as well. Nice and close to P2 here. Looks like P4 behind us is falling back a bit, but this is a long race, like I said, 48 minutes. So we got plenty of time to make it up as we back it into the chicane there.
Sector 2 is yellow.
He's going defensive.
Green flag, sector 2. I think P5 has gone off.
I've not quite worked out whether it's faster to use the high or the low line through the banking here. We're going to pull the car to the inside.
Car right.
Seems like the high line would be easier on the tyres.
Clear right.
The leader has just done a 137.56.
Right side's clear. Car right.
Oh, he's good on the brakes.
Well done, Dan. You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus.
We got him for P2 though.
137.27.
That might look like a relatively simple layout on paper, but these hairpins are weird. In so much that it's not a regular apex, it's a kind of a curved entry. You have to try and apex it later than you think. And this corner here, so important to get a good exit, as it just dominates your speed onto the back stretch. We can see the effects of the time acceleration kicking in already, as the car ahead of us has the headlights on. The sun is getting a little bit lower in the sky. Easy does it. Oh, this is going to be a long race. A race as well which will require a pit stop. Now the GTE cars, you can fuel them up and they'll last for an hour. These cars, oh, you're lucky to get about 30-35 minutes out of them.
The leader has just done a 137.44. Keep it up, we're looking good here. The gap to Isaac in front is now 0.8. P2, the gap to Alex behind is now 1.6. You're matching race pace, this is good.
So we are going to need a pit stop in this race. I'm running the soft tyres. Did a few laps in practice and they seem to hang on pretty well, so I think I should be able to make them less the distance. So I will be taking just fuel in the stop. Yeah, the sun's definitely getting lower in the sky now. Time to put headlights on as well before we get disqualified. As we head into the night time here at Daytona. Such an incredible circuit. Oh, a bit too late on the brakes there. Somehow managed to hold on to it. Now unfortunately you can see the day-night transition in rFactor 2 isn't quite as good as, say, Project Cars 2, or for example the recently released Soul mod for Assetto Corsa, which I've seen quite a few videos about on YouTube. That does look pretty incredible. Unfortunately there's still quite a bit of work to do with Studio 397.
The gap to Isaac ahead is now 0.6. That's the fastest lap. That was 137.16. The gap to Alex behind is now 3.3.
Big wiggle there. Yeah, like I was saying, the transitions from day to night and night to day could do with a bit of work. They're a bit clunky, a bit kind of staggered. You can see the individual steps in the brightness as opposed to a smoother transition. And I must admit as well, the performance at night time, the light, really drains the CPU and the graphics to the point where I've had to turn down quite a few settings, and even still I'm getting a bit of stuttering in the headset. Hopefully that's not coming across too much on the screen for you guys, so I've noticed the stuttering does seem to affect the headset but not the video capture too much. So hopefully it should be a nice crisp 60p, 60 frames a second, 1080p recording for you guys. Now on a quick side note, I have realised that I've been running my webcam at significantly lower resolution than it's capable of. I always thought it was a bit grainy, but I just thought that's the way it was. No, playing around with the settings in OBS before, and yeah, the resolution and the quality's bumped right up. So hopefully that should make a nice difference. You can see my ugly face for all it's worth. Well, at least my chin. My chins, anyway. All 3 or 4 of them.
Gap to Isaac. Ahead is now 0.6. That lap time was 1:37.60. The gap to Alex. Behind is now 3.9 seconds.
You'll be in for a treat at the end of the race when I take the headset off and I'm all sweaty, guys. Super HD. Isn't that what you've always wanted? In all serious though, pro tip, always check your settings. Don't go with the defaults just because you think it's the defaults. Just have a play around, you'd be amazed. So we are keeping with this guy. I'm sure I could push a little bit harder. If I really put my mind to it and concentrated a bit more. But during practice, mid 137s is generally good. That's around about my pace. Seems like that's just enough to be able to keep up with this guy. Couldn't beat him in qualifying. Not by much, mind. I think it was less than 1/10 of a second. Qualifying was a 137 flat, but that was with the engine in rich mixture. This is just normal race mixture. I did consider running it in safety car mode for the race.
Gap to Isaac. Ahead is now 0.22. That lap was a 1:37.38. The gap to Alex. Behind is now 4.8. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I did consider running the car in safety car fuel mode for the race, just to see if I could eke out the fuel and avoid making a pit stop, but even on the lowest settings, we'd be about 20 litres short. Considering this car only holds 75, that's a hell of a lot of fuel saving. Might as well back it up and race with the LMP3s. Oh, this circuit looks so good. Seeing all the grandstands lit up, seeing the stars in the sky, the lighting effects, to be fair, on the green flags here, those up there, incredible. I'm not sure if it comes across too well on the screen, but in the headset you really get the sense that that is a incredibly bright light shining directly in your eyes in the middle of the night. See the Ferris wheel and the stars. A pretty cool experience, if I'm being honest. To be able to do this in real life, which is, yeah, like I said, on this weekend, the Rolex 24 at Daytona, to be able to do this in real life must be, oh, it'd be such a privilege. Such an incredible experience. Here we go, we are getting closer to the guy ahead now. It's going to go to the inside. I thought he was going in the pits for a moment then.
Hold your line. Left side's clear. Bar on your left. Still there.
Gonna make it go around the outside. Nope.
P2. That lap was at 1:37.75.
Just couldn't make it stick around the outside. Car got a bit loose. Ooh. I've noticed that the AI are quite weak through this corner on the brakes. I think you'll be able to brake a bit later than them, make up a bit of pace. Around the rest of the track is quite evenly matched. I'm running the AI. A bit early on the brakes there. I'm running the AI at 104% difficulty, 30% aggression. Which is providing a nice challenge so far. But I think the race is about to get a lot more interesting. Because I can see some GTE cars on the horizon there. We're gonna have to make our way through the traffic. Like I said earlier in the race, I'm not used to being that other guy who has to move out the way. But we're not moving out the way today. We are the ones that will be creating the blue flags.
Slower class car ahead.
This is a completely new experience for me.
Alright, right side's clear.
I've overtaken a few GTE cars in the practice sessions, but not in a race session, not at racing speed. Gonna ease off the throttle a bit, there's no point making it 3 wide.
Right, clear right.
The gap to Isaac in front is now 0.21. That lap was a 139.01.
Car on your left side. Left side's clear on your left. You are clear on the left.
The gap to Alex behind is now 3.9.
Car on your left side. Clear on the left. Car left. Clear left.
Now, the racing rules...
Sector 1 is 1.6 off the pace.
Wait for Mr. Spotter to finish.
Sector 2. Sector 3 time is quick.
Right side. You are clear on the right.
The racing rules state that it is up to the faster class of car. Oh, there's been a crash.
Right side.
Yellow flag.
Clear all round.
Green flag sector 1. Slower class car ahead.
Car left. Clear left.
As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the
Right. Clear right.
the leader collecting a GTE car then. It is the responsibility of the faster class car to make the move and to make the move stick. The GTEs and the LMP3s, they're not obliged to move offline. They don't have to give you the position. It's up to the LMP2 to make it stick.
You're approaching a group of slower cars.
Oh, there's nowhere to go. It's killed our speed, we had such a good run.
Clear left. On your left. Left side's clear.
Although saying that, having the responsibility to make the move...
On your right. You are clear on the right.
What are you doing? You've got to push us into the pit lane.
The gap to Isaac ahead is now 0.20.
Car right. Left side. Left side's clear.
Your last lap time was at 143.43.
Way too deep into the first corner there.
Slower cars ahead. These guys are scrapping for position. They might not see you.
But yeah, like I was saying, although it is a responsibility of the faster car to get past, you also have to make your intentions clear. You can't just throw up the inside and expect them to move out of the way. You have to have a lot of patience. Oh, this is tricky.
Car
Whoa!
on your left. You're clear on the left. Left side. Left side's clear. Right side. Clear right.
Whew, that's stressful. Oh, that's stressful. I don't like that. We have lost some time to the leader as well now. I can have a look on the dash on the steering wheel, see that we're down to 42 litres of fuel. Can I make my intentions clear and move to the outside?
Left side. Clear on the left.
How's my fuel?
We think about 22 minutes of fuel remaining. 3.1 litres per lap. We'll need to add 20 litres to get to the end.
Clear right.
The gap to Isaac ahead is now 1.1. You've just done a 140.05. Sector 1 is 2.4 seconds off the pace. The gap behind is now 6.4 seconds.
Some pretty slow laps there, unfortunately. Trying to get through the traffic. And I think the guy ahead of us did a much better job of it. I must admit, one of my weaknesses is trying to make it through traffic.
Slower cars ahead. These guys are fighting for position. The group includes their class leader.
Okay, so we're coming up to the leaders of the GTEs. He's giving us the room on the inside.
On your right. Right side's clear.
Just breeze straight past him in the acceleration. See, that's one of the downsides of racing with the AI. They are AI, they just follow the rules.
Car on your right. Right side's clear.
And all the rules in rFactor 2 are pretty good. There is that ambiguity sometimes of which way are they going to go that you wouldn't necessarily get. with human drivers. Although saying that, human drivers can be pretty stupid sometimes. Onto the backstretch, about to complete another lap here at Daytona. Hope you guys are enjoying the video.
The gap to Isaac ahead is now 0.29. We're setting the pace. Your lap time was 1:38.03. The gap behind is now 7.9 seconds.
Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. If you are, don't forget to like and comment. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think of this night racing? Do you prefer the LMP2s over the GTEs? What kind of videos do you like? I mean, this is pretty close racing. In my last video I did struggle to get past the GTE leader. Just couldn't make it stick. At Portimao I think it was. Had a very hard time getting into the lead. Hopefully I can go one better this time and try and make the move stick. I'm sure the last thing you guys want to see with 2 videos in a row of me not being able to pull off an overtake. We will get our chance. I'm sure of that.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
So cool. So cool.
You're approaching some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position.
Okay, so these are the LMP3s now.
Car on your right side, clear on the right.
No, it's not worth making it 3 wide.
Car on your right side. Right side's clear.
Too risky.
The gap to Isaac in front is now 0.09. That last lap was a 1:38.58. Okay, Dan. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap. The gap behind is now 9.5.
This lap? I was planning on going long in the race. The plan was to make a pit stop as late as possible and just to splash and dash with that extra fuel at the end. I'm not sure why the spotter's asking me to come in.
Coming up on a slower class car.
Unless he knows something that I don't. Oh, here we go, he's blocked.
Right. Clear on the right.
Great move. Keep it up.
He's blocked. That seemed a little bit too easy. Of course, the problem is now we've got to try and force the issue through the traffic.
Guy on your left. You're clear on the left.
And he has the slipstream.
Box, box, box. Pit now.
Oh, I'm not sure, Mr. Spotter. Let me check my fuel. No, it's not time to pit yet.
Okay, Dan, we're matching race pace. You've just done a 1:38.92. Slower cars ahead. These guys are slugging it out for position. The class leaders in this group.
Car on your left. Still there.
Oh,
Left side's clear.
Come on, mate, defend your position.
He's on your left. Clear on the left. Guy on your left. He's still with you. Clear left.
Ignore the aero damage, it's nothing.
tiniest of all the taps.
Right side.
Oh, not again.
Right side's clear.
Karma.
Car left. Clear left.
We're halfway home. Should be about 16 minutes of fuel left. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
I'm sure I got tapped from behind then.
Looks like Isaac has binned it. Sector 1 is clear.
No, you're kidding me. Oh, was that my fault? Was that my fault? Couldn't see him in the mirrors, didn't get the call from the spotter. Did I turn in on him? I hope not. I'll have to check the replay. I've got a sneaky suspicion that was my fault. It was a bit dicey getting through the traffic then. LMP3s were proving a bit troublesome and I got held up a few times.
That was 141.12. Well done, Dan. This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. You're in the lead.
Way too deep. Just didn't want to lock the brakes there. Flat spot the tyres. Gotta try and make these tyres last for the end of the race. Session update.
24 minutes remaining. You're leading. The gap behind is now 8.3.
Oh well, at the halfway point of the race, we are leading it, but I think I might be under investigation by the stewards for that one. Got to keep my eyes forward. We'll have a look at that one after the race. But you guys have probably already seen the replay. I would have edited that into the screen, so I don't know. What this does mean is we have a lead. We have a substantial lead as well. So we're halfway through the race. We used about 50 litres of fuel. So I could theoretically pit
Yellow flag in sector 1.
and put another 50 litres in.
Sector 1 is clear. Keep doing what you're doing. This is spot on. That lap time was 1:38.20. You're matching race pace.
I think I'm going to stick with the rest of the race though. I'm just going to keep on going. Run the tank empty. Which will mean a shorter pit stop at the end of the race as well. Obviously, you don't need to push as hard now. Just take it nice and easy. Not necessarily nurse the car home. Just roll it into the apexes. Gradually come off the brakes. Be a bit more smooth on the accelerator. No need to take all these risks now and push on the car. Unless something dramatic happens at the pits. We should have this one in the bag. I would like someone to race with though. It's quite lonely up here at the front. Kind of a bit of an anticlimax there, unfortunately, guys. I was looking forward to a good fight. We were pretty closely matched, me and Isaac.
We're quickest right now. That lap was at 1:37.22. All three sectors are pretty quick.
Okay, that makes sense. Tell you that I'm going to be nice and cruisy and take it easy. Proceed to set my, a 10th off the fastest lap I've done so far in this race. That makes sense. Obviously with the fuel burning down in the car, lap times are going to get faster. The tyres seem to be holding on very well. It's just so much fun to drive at this track. Of course, the sun will be coming back up again soon. We are making it through our night shift. There's just something so appealing about endurance racing.
Coming up on a slower class car.
It's a proper test of the car, proper test of the machinery.
There's a car right, clear right.
We've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. Fastest lap. Your lap time was 1:37.00. That's 20 minutes to go.
Fastest lap again. See, the car does feel quite stable, which I suppose if you're going to be driving it for 24 hours in real life, you kind of want to trust it. You don't want it to be trying to kill you at every opportunity. If you're going to be running 3 or 4 hour stints in the middle of the night, or next to no sleep, you kind of want a car that's predictable. Otherwise, it'd just be mentally exhausting. I mean, not to say that it isn't already mentally exhausting, doing this kind of thing in the real world, but just...
You're coming up on a slower car.
Yeah. I'm going to try and make it as easy as possible. Nowhere to go.
On your left. Be on the left.
Wait for the opportunity and breeze past them. So we're now down to 16 litres of fuel in the car. Got about 4 or 5 laps left before we'll be coming into the pits.
That lap was at 1:38.73. You're now in the lead.
On your left. Left side's clear.
Make my intentions nice and clear. Let them know I'm going to that side of the track. We've got some more GT cars coming ahead of us, but I think we'll catch these guys on the straight. Shouldn't slow us down too much.
You're coming up on some slower cars. These guys are busy fighting. They might not notice you.
Oh, I think they'll notice me when I go flying past them.
On your right, clear on the right.
Drop down to the inside, pull back into the slipstream.
There's a car right, you are clear on the right.
I really feel like I can push the car. Absolutely love to do a real scale 24-hour race sometime.
We're quickest at the moment. That lap was at 1:37.42.
Obviously not by myself. I would need to
Coming up on a slower class car. The car behind is pitting.
multi-drivers. Now there's lots of people who do it in iRacing. He's going on the grass to avoid me. It's a bit unnecessary, Mr. AI. I'm going to be quiet for a second and just focus on getting past these cars. I'll return to the point I was going to make in a minute when it's safe and convenient to do so.
Left side's clear.
You're approaching a group of slower class cars.
Car on your right side's clear.
Yeah, I was saying I'd love to do a 24-hour race as part of a team.
Right side's clear.
I used to have a mate back in the UK, Chris, or affectionately known as Peyton,
Clear right.
because that's his second name, of course. I don't know why I said affectionately there. I had plenty of names for him.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
But the point I'm making is we used to hang out all the time. He used to come round and we'd have driving sessions. We'd take it in turns to do shorter stints and races, 20 minutes each, come in for a pit stop. But with him being in the UK and me being in Australia, Makes it a little bit difficult.
There's a car exiting the pits, heads up. Slower class car ahead. Your last lap time was 1:38.37.
Left side, you are clear on the left.
We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining. You're the man, stay on it. 15 minutes left.
I would dearly love for him to be able to join me for one of these races. We could do maybe a 3 hour or 6 hour. If you're watching this, Chris, I miss you, mate. I miss you. We need to do some laps soon.
There's a group of slower cars ahead.
Car right, still there. Clear on the right.
Oh,
Car on your left, clear on the left. Left side, there's a car. You're clear on the left, left side. Clear left.
who's this guy? Anyway, the sun's come back up. Very sudden transition.
Pit stop requested.
He's pushing me down onto the apron. What are you doing? I'm lapping you, mate.
Right side's clear. Car right, clear right.
Oh, that was sketchy.
We don't expect any traffic on the pit exit. On exit, we should be in position 1. Pit crew's ready.
Gonna bring it into the pits on this lap. Come in for fuel and tyres. Just fuel, 11 seconds. Gonna keep the tyres. I forgot, I wasn't changing my tyres. Oh, 17 seconds. One of the joys of trying to read small text in VR, guys.
All done, go.
And we didn't stall the car, which is always a bonus. Anyway, onwards with the race. We're now fueled up to the finish. We should still be in the lead.
All clear on pit exit.
Take it nice and easy, the tyres will cool down a little bit. We say is we immediately run wide in the hairpin there. Turn the headlights off. We're now racing in the morning. How cool is this? Yeah, admittedly,
Coming up on a slower class car.
like I said earlier in the race, the transitions in rFactor 2 from day to night and night to day aren't really the smoothest. But just being able to experience the cycle within a race, the sunrise, the daytime, and the change in temperatures. Oh, got an engine temperature warning come up. So a bit of smoke.
Fastest lap for Alex, 1:37.00.
Bit of smoke coming out of the back of the car then, that's not good. Get stuck behind another GTE car going through the bus stop. Move it to the outside.
On your left. Left side's clear.
Yellow flag sector 3. Looks like P6 has binned it. Sector 3 is clear.
Well, I apologise for having a
Sector 1 is yellow.
bit of a boring race for you guys. It looked like it was going to be so good. So entertaining with the fight with Isaac.
You're coming up on a slower car. That's barely a scratch, mate. Just ignore it.
Oh, I hope I've not damaged the tyres. Lost the rear and the braking big time there. Getting a bit too confident, a bit too carried away with myself. That could have so easily been a huge accident ending up in the tyres. Ah, I can feel a wobble.
Car on your right side. Keep this.
Whoa!
Right side's clear.
What are you doing?
Right side. Right side's clear. Car on your right. Clear right.
The guy behind has just done a 1:37.07.
Gap to P2.
You're breaking up, say again please.
Who's in P2?
I don't know his name. Okay Dan, keep doing what you're doing, this is spot on. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go.
It may seem a bit strange why I'm asking to see who the car behind is and what the gap is, but I need to remind you that when I record these videos, I don't get the overlays that you see on the video in the virtual reality headset. Like any of the positional data, any of the fuel data, the timing, the circuit map, I don't see a thing. It only comes up in OBS, the recording software, after the fact.
You've just done a 144.06.
There's a guy on your right. Right side's clear. Car right. You're clear on the right.
GTE's making it a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. Although to be honest, I've probably
Slower cars ahead.
done that to LMP2s in some of my previous races in the GTEs, so all comes around, I guess. Move it down to the inside.
Right, clear right.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Already the sun is getting quite bright in the sky here.
Green flag, sector 2.
It's nice and easy. I don't want to be one of those guys.
Left side. Left side's clear.
He just throws it up the inside and the faster car into the bus stop. It would be so easy to go for the dive bomb, but you really don't give the other car much of a choice. They just have to jump out of the way. Don't want to be that guy.
That last lap was at 140.54. Sector 1 is 2.4 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3. Slower cars ahead. These guys will be fighting for position. They might not see you.
Gap to the car behind.
P2, 42 seconds behind.
Oh wow, how did that happen? They must have taken tyres.
Car on your left. You are clear on the left. Car on your left side. Keep your line. You're still there. Left side's
Being
clear.
so cautious.
Right side. Clear right.
With such a strong lead, I don't want to get
Fastest lap for Isaac, 136.77.
I don't want to get caught up in anyone's fight. Don't want to disrupt the GTEs. I also don't want to get taken out by them. Definitely
Slower class car ahead.
Definitely feel some kind of vibration in the steering wheel. I'm pretty sure I damaged the tyres when I had that spin going into turn 1. Should be able to last until the end.
6 minutes to go. You're now in the lead. You've taken a tiny bit of bodywork damage, but you won't feel it. We estimate 13 minutes of fuel remaining. 3.1 litres per lap. Tyre wear looks fine, mate. Your tyre temperatures look good. Your brake temps are good. The gap behind is now 41 seconds.
Right side's clear.
Your lap time was at 139.26. Sector 1 is 2.3 off the pace.
What are those GTEs doing? You do not move out of the way into my driving line and then slow down.
Yellow flag, sector 2.
Car on your right side. Clear on the right.
And then proceed to pinch me to the apex into turn 1. Piece of yoke.
Slower class car ahead.
go. Coming up to some more GTEs in the bus stop.
Just 5 minutes left. Hold your nerve. We can win this.
I do believe, Mr. Spotter, that it's going to take something
You're clear on the left.
pretty miraculous to stop us from winning this right now. Gap to the car behind.
40 seconds.
Car on your right. Right side's clear.
That lap time was 1:38.26.
Got plenty of fuel to go to the end of the race.
Coming up on a slower class car.
We've got the tyres to last to the end of the race. I might do something really stupid.
Right side, clear on the right.
I did notice that our fastest lap has gone. Someone beat us to it. The Rotters. So I'm going to turn the engine up and I'm going to try and put some fast laps in now, guys. Let's see if I can get that fastest lap back. Fastest lap that I've ever done around this was in qualifying, was a 1:37.0. What's the fastest lap?
1:36.77.
Okay, so we've got to find 3/10 on old tyres.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
On damaged tyres. Old damaged tyres, no less. The car is getting pretty light on fuel. How's my fuel?
We estimate 9 minutes of fuel remaining. 3.1 litres per lap.
Wait, hang on. Session update.
3 minutes remaining. You're in the lead.
Ooh.
The gap behind is now 40 seconds. It's the car exiting the pits. That's the fastest lap of the race. You've just done a 1:36.46.
Car left.
No, no, no! Somehow managed to drift our way round turn 1 then. I'm not quite sure how, but we got a 1:36.4 on that lap. That's miles faster than anything that I've done. Did I cut the track somewhere and not realise? I didn't even have the engine turned up for that. That does surprise me quite a lot. Anyway, engine's up now.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
So we're probably going to have this lap. Well, we'll definitely have this lap. And then one more after this, perhaps? Okay, so let's try and do a Sebastian Vettel and set the fastest lap.
Slower car.
On the last lap of the race. Okay, this is... It's a really dumb idea.
Car left.
I don't need to prove anything. I've already got the fastest lap.
Car right.
I'm in the lead by about 40 seconds or something. Well, one last lap. Here we go. At Daytona.
Come on, Dan. One more lap. Keep it together. We'll win this. One more lap. Keep it together. We'll win this. That was a 1:38.01.
Been such a good race. Such a fun race. These 48 minutes have just gone so fast. Literally and metaphorically, of course, because this LMP2 is a rocket ship. No! No! Well, there goes the fastest lap attempt, guys. I'm going to turn the engine down into safety car mode. And I think we're just going to cruise it home. The The rocket ship does seem to have some tendencies to snap on the rear under braking if you push it too hard. And I did say it's quite a stable car, but you push too hard, you will regret it. You gotta be very careful, it's a fine line. Oh, anyway. That was so much fun. Full simulated 24-hour race at Daytona. Started in second. We're gonna cross the line.
Well done, Dan. Great win. You deserved that today.
Now, of course, you guys would have seen the replay before. And you would know exactly what happened in that incident with P2, P1, when we were battling through traffic. I, however, obviously recording this in real time, have not seen that replay yet, so yeah, let's have a look. I'm going to reserve judgment on the race. Obviously Mr. Spotter said I deserved that win, but ooh, I don't know. We're going to have a look at that incident and see what actually went down. I couldn't see him in the mirrors, and I couldn't see him in this pathetic little screen. Actually, I haven't mentioned that so far this race. Look at that! You got to lean over the armrest to have a look. And you lean back in the chair. Well, not the armrest, the headrest. Blocks out the bottom of the screen. And the mirrors, it's all over there. It's all over there. They're tiny as well. Just using my racing driver excuses to try and justify any potential accident. I mean, it may have been the LMP3 car that took him out of the race. I don't know. All is conjecture. Okay. Let's have a look, guys. Let's see what happened. Around the kink. Go to the hairpin. He's pretty close behind me. He's trying to go on the inside. The LMP3 car is holding up something shocking. So I go to the outside. As he dives to the inside. Oh, and he runs into the back of me. I didn't turn in on him. Clean runs into the back of me. Let's have another look at that again. Another angle.
Okay, no more yellow flag reports. Okay, we'll keep yellow reports.
Yeah, he just runs clean into the back of me. Sorry about the spotter there. I've got the camera move keys mapped to the spotter keys as well. I should really turn those off. Let's have a look from his perspective. So he's coming through, I'm minding my own business, and he just goes, whoa! That totally wasn't on me. Oh, and he gets hit as well. What's going on here? He gets taken out by the LMP3. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you have it, guys. It wasn't my fault. Hey, it wasn't my fault. So yeah, there you have it, guys. It wasn't my fault. It's a bit of a relief to find out that. I was pretty concerned throughout the course of the race that I gained my lead and my win. Pretty unsportsmanship-like, but because that's a sentence. Pretty unsportsmanly. You know what I mean. Anyway, yeah. Second position to first position. Really didn't need to take tyres in that race. The AI seemed to take tyres, which kind of gave me a bit of an unfair advantage if I'm being honest. But hey, a win's a win. What an experience. 24 hours of Daytona condensed down into 48 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed the race. If you did, you know the drill. Don't forget to leave me a like and a comment. And as always, if you want to see more stuff like this, please subscribe. If you want to see some more LMP2 stuff, some more GTEs, you want to see something completely different, just, yeah, give me a shout, let me know. Head on over to the Discord as well, have a chat, introduce yourself, say hi. I absolutely love interacting with you guys, just let's make it a community. Anyway, thank you for watching. I've been DDF Racer, and I'll see you next time.